Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Rising from Iron. We're still in the top lane and still playing as Yorick. Really enjoying him, he's a fun champ. This time I decided to have a more pinkish breast cancer awareness color. Alrighty, so we're up against a Teemo in the top lane. So I know to try my best to not get harassed by him, but if he lets me go up to get CS, I will take it, which he kind of does. But as skill cap says, first blood goes to them. But that's not what skill cap says. Skill cap will tell you if it's melee versus ranged, you want to let the lane push. Of course, as Yorick, it's so easy to just land my E and then let my minions do all the fighting, which will scare Teemo away, and then I can just start thinning out the wave easily. I mean, look how far back he ran, so no doubt he missed a little bit of CS. Look at that, I hit level 3 before his level 2. And that should not happen if he was pushing. But now it's completely changed, and now I'm just able to go in easily and force his flash out. Now, I thought it was okay because I saw Kindred there, and she wasn't doing anything. And then suddenly, oh, whoa, Wukong's up here now. So he gets some harass on me, tries to get me out of lane. Takes a tower shot for some reason. But I'm not afraid, and I've got my Dorn shield, so... Kindred comes up, tries to get a kill. I at least try to get some harass on Teemo. She gets some harass. But I ping her. I know she was thinking about it, tower diving, but I didn't think it was safe. Might as well just force him out of lane, and then thought to myself, well, I'll just push it out. But seeing as how the wave is pretty stacked to push towards me, that's when I decided, well, I might as well just stay and freeze the wave. Yeah, see, I thought about going back, but I couldn't miss this wave. Since I was ahead in level with Teemo, I was pretty confident that I could still take him on. And it doesn't look like it's going so well in the mid lane. 4-1 already. But Teemo comes back with just 2 pots and a dagger. It's not much of an item advantage. Level advantage is always more important. I mean, I'm a whole level ahead of him. I land my E again. Deal some pretty good damage to him. I'm trying to freeze the wave, keep it up here as best I can. But it's a huge wave. And it is becoming hard for me to fight, especially low on mana. But I figured if I can hit level 6, I could easily go on Teemo. And with the wave pushed up this far, it should be open for a gank, but Kindred's down there trying to force a fight in bottom lane. And they don't get the kill, unfortunately. Action's looking for kills since he's doing pretty well. Yeah, wow, I had no idea. Auction, I don't know how to say his name. He was doing a lot of work. I actually had no idea he was doing so well. I thought just all around this was like a pretty even match. But so far, if you can always keep the lane closest to your tower, this is what you want. You want your opponent to get scared and have to come up. And this is why I've actually been running Ghost more often. Instead of taking Flash, taking Ghost is really nice, so you can stay with attacking the enemy, or if suddenly the jungler comes and attacks you, you've still got your Ghost that you can just quickly run away from him. So here we go. I'm actually level 7, he's still only level 5, and once he oversteps, it's on. Super easy kill. Still saw him in the mid lane, so it was very safe to take 2 plates. I was thinking about getting that 3rd plate, but I figured it's just better to clear the wave so that way the tower can kill off all these minions here. But I was still able to get that 3rd plate. And that is something to consider with Yorick, is especially when you clear the wave, you're getting more of your ghouls, which the tower will focus. But having this huge wave, it's not a good idea because you want this wave to thin out. Don't want Teemo to be getting all this CS. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, I decided to fall back. I had no idea he was 7-2, so I thought, oh, I'm level 8, he's level 7. This is an easy kill. That's when I started noticing, oh crap, actually this guy's doing a lot of damage. But I thought Kindred would, you know, make her way over. She saw the fight that was going on over here, but nope. I even pinged a question mark, but yeah, whatever. That's when I finally noticed, oh, Auction is fed. So I gotta keep my eye on this guy. And yeah, he gets another kill in the mid lane. But Kindred's able to shut him down. And then it's not a problem for me coming back, and then I can just teleport top. So always try to keep that teleport and save it for when mistakes happen or you die at a bad time when the wave is going to get pushed to your tower. Also, I have seen some people that they max W first. I don't know why. The only time you want to do that is if like you're working well with your jungler and he's coming to gank, and then yeah, throwing your W out with it maxed out is really good to keep them pinned, because that means they have to attack this more often. But because you're not focusing it on your Q, you're not going to deal as much damage, which I just don't understand with some people. Oh yeah, this time around I decided to get Boots of Swiftness, so that way I can easily catch up to Teemo. Even when he activates his W move quick, I can still easily keep up with him. And it worked out pretty well, especially if you get chased. I got more movement speed than anybody else on their team, so wow, I just barely missed that shroom. That's crazy. So since I saw the teleport into the top lane, I knew, okay, so Teemo will be up there. I saw Wukong there. Oh no, I knew the three of them were down there, so I knew where they all were, and I thought, yeah, maybe I should go for this. There probably was a good chance for a ward to be there, but I took the chance. Looks like Teemo was being cautious. Especially since I'm winning hard in the top lane, you know Teemo's not going to try and look for me. Yeah, I was able to easily get the Rift Herald. And then look, Teemo's like, oh snap. Boom, slowed him down. Trapped him. Get the easy kill. And I see Wukong in action in the bot lane. So damn, Action was really the MVP on their team, really causing havoc on the other two lanes. But that just means, well, I can easily get top tower. I tried to let it kill off some of the wave, but yeah, there's only so much you can do. So I back, finally get my Hull Breaker. I know my team is going to want to try and do Dragon. I was thinking of going back and pushing top, but I end up going mid lane to try and contest this Dragon. Okay, they get the Jinx, no problem. Is this where I run? They must spot Action. And then here I come. And he's like, oh snap. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, there he is. Get him. I knew he was the primary target. This is a crazy fight. Kindred, nice smite. Teemo, no problem there. I know I should have just gone straight to mid because I knew they had Thresh easily. So yeah, overall, easy team fight. That was something else. I threw the Rift Herald down mid before coming to Dragon, so that way it would have to force the other team to make a decision to try and save mid lane, or obviously they were going to lose mid lane, but force a Dragon fight. But yeah, I tried to push up mid lane, but I figured they were probably on their way back, so I thought, well, I'll take some of their jungle camps. But looks like I run into Action, but I'm like, I'm level 11, dude. You're only level 9. This is an easy fight. But then I saw someone was coming, and I saw Wukong, so getting out of there. Try to see if I can keep my maiden alive. When you're on your way back to your lane, if it's not immediately getting pushed or kind of reset at this point, you might as well just stop by and grab your Krugs. I should have made my way to mid lane, but I don't think there's much I could have done here to help them. Dang, so an even trade down there. I knew Teemo was scared of me. And this is where it's important to always remember, try to stay in lane as much as possible, collect as much experience as you can. Being up a couple levels is always going to increase your odds of taking out your opponents. Even if they might be fed, but if they're low on experience, you could still fight them, even with extra gold that they might have. Your stats might be just as good as that extra item that they might have. Since I only saw him, I figured I could probably fight him. Activated Ghost. Didn't have any minions, nothing, but I was committed. They just barely won that fight. Yeah, since I saw the rest of their team were getting that dragon, there was no way I was going to get there in time to do anything. So, since they got dragon, I'm like, well, I guess I'll grab this Rift Herald. It looks like team fights anyway. Okay. Yeah, it didn't go so bad for our team. They got 2 of them, only lost Annie. But hey, we got the Rift Herald. And then I just go top and start pushing it. Yeah, that's something you gotta remember. When it comes to action, he can revive his teammates if he comes in later and kills the people that killed his teammates. But here's where I force them to come top and deal with the Rift Herald, start putting pressure in the top lane. And since I didn't see them on the map, I figured, well, they must be heading top, especially with the Rift Herald, so I back off. But at least it did some damage to their tower there. And I saw 4 of them there, so I'm like, well, see if I can grab this jungle real quick. Yeah, always look to farm up jungle whenever you can. After pushing a lane into their pressure zone, like I did, and then try to steal their farm. So I see them push up. I see my team surrounding them, so here I go. My target's the Jinx. Land the E. I knew my minions had her, so figured, well, I guess I'll just focus this Thresh who's right in front of me. Got the Wukong, no problem. My team keeps pushing. I was just trying to back up the team, but then I'm like, well, we should back off. But no, they just continue to go in hard. Get my maiden, and I thought maybe I could get action, but nope. Xayah comes in, so this was a terrible play. But they did get action. I can never say his name. Auction. Oh, and then I see, yeah, a couple of them jump in, easily get that Jinx. And I'm like, oh, look at this Teemo. Landed that E, but I kept running into shrooms, and I'm like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but screw it. Didn't land the Q. Luckily he was out of shrooms, but boom, get him, but then Wukong shows up and gets me. Oh, but Auction cleans up. Oh, but Annie does get the kill, so it's just back and forth. This is, I guess, a typical low elo kind of game. Just back and forth, team deathmatch wherever there's action, just everyone goes and fights. I did see that Wukong, so I thought, I'm going to come this way, I'm going to surprise anybody that comes over here. At the very least, I decided to push out the wave here. It looks like, yeah, the fight started happening. We get the dragon again. Some easy kills. I start flanking around, see if I can cut them off. Action does some pretty good job cleaning up, but I barely land my E and easily catch up to him. And here's some good plays. Xayah goes bot lane, see if she can get that tower. I push mid lane, see if... Plus the tower was almost down. I should have gone up and maybe done something, but once I saw 3 of them were there, it was time to back up. Not to mention, I was hoping they couldn't see me. Lay some wards down, see if we can ambush somebody, but they knew I was here when I ran into that shroom. Saw Thresh. I actually hit him, but that was incredible. And then almost got him. But nope, still got him. Then Thresh is trying to keep me there, but I just Q him, get a double kill. The rest of their team come running in. So I decided, well, let's go on him, trap him, get a triple kill, get the quadra, and then, oh boy, come here, Teemo. Come here, Teemo. Pentakill! My first pentakill this season. And they wanted to go Baron right away, but I was like, no, let's just grab this inhib real quick. That way super minions will start pushing after such a good fight like that and a pentakill. That way now we can back up and cash in our gold and get some items and then try to look for another fight. So now I go bot lane. Gonna start pushing it. I know no one can fight me. So it looks like my team catches somebody out. They get a double kill. Look, now Zyra gets a triple kill. And yeah, we just push it from here. Especially after a penta, that usually just destroys the morale of the other team. Yeah, Wukong just trying to do something, but it's game over. So yeah, really cool, fun match. Got a penta kill. Definitely feels really good. Thought I played that really well, and my team played pretty well. I mean, early on, that auction, however you say his name, was getting ahead, was starting to get fed, which is a little worrisome. And guess what? We are actually in Bronze 1. That's right, we jumped from Bronze 3, and we got promoted to Bronze 1. I think because of that pentakill, it must have just thought, hey, you're doing really well. You deserve to be up much higher in the ranking after a game like that. So, wow, there you go, guys. After playing really well, we're now jumping up 2 whole divisions. So, all right, we'll definitely have to find out what happens next week, since starting to play really well, probably start playing against Smurfs again. So I'll see you guys next week, and let's see how it goes.